All right, I can see everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I think, do we have a sufficient number of members present in person to proceed before we call the roll?
Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right. If we can call the roll, please.
Chairman Bill Poole.
Here.
Vice Chairman Greg Reed. Ms. Brittany Somerville.
Here.
Representative Danny Garrett.
Here.
Senator Garland Gudger, designee Randall Shedd.
Here.
Representative Anthony Daniels, designee Luke Kisla.
Here.
Senator Bobby Singleton.
Here.
Mr. Rich Beelan.
Here.
Mr. Abe Harper.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
All right. I want to thank everybody this morning. I know we've pulled this meeting together quickly. I think the basis for that is primarily the Grow Southeast Alabama proposal related to really an exciting but time-sensitive project at Fort Rucker. So I thank the staff for mustering this meeting. I know everybody's scrambled to make schedules work. So I thank everybody for helping us pull this off. And for the sake of efficiency and I think order, I'm going to turn the meeting over and the conduct of the meeting to Chairman Danny Garrett, who is there in person. So Chairman Garrett, if you'll take over and run the meeting from here, I would be grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Poole. At this time, I'll turn over to Cynthia Crutchfield to talk about our first item.
Okay, again, thank you all for roll slides. Thank you all for coming today. I know that there's a lot going on. The first project that we'll talk about is FlightWorks. This is a public-private collaboration with Fort Rucker, Grow Southeast Alabama. Innovate Alabama is involved. You can see some of the other organizations that are participating. The intent of this project is to initiate a longer-term relationship with Fort Rucker, specifically for the state of Alabama. What it represents is our ability to collaborate, work on commercialization in terms of UASs and any other flight or aerospace related technology that's happening within the confines of Fort Rucker, and even more broadly if we decide that we'd like to go that route. But our initial focus will be supporting some of the UAS training. As you know, pilot training happens down at Fort Rucker. This is really expanding their capability, and we'll be looking at other technology that is developed and managed down there as well. The ask is $300,000 total to support stand-up of this innovation facility. It will migrate over time. Our hope is that at some point, we get into more mission critical types of things where it could drive some integration on site with collaboration from a classified perspective. But today what we're trying to do is just help get that innovation cell stood up so that we can start to pull technology, do testing, commercialization in that facility. Are there any questions? Okay. Then yes, you're standing in. Yes.
Yes. So we need a resolution.
resolution.
We have resolutions in your packet. I believe the last
Yes.
page of your packet. So Cynthia, do you want to talk to us about the resolution?
Sure. The resolution is basically requesting the $300,000. Originally, we were going to do $100,000 under my signature, and then the $200,000. But since we were able to bring it all together, we're going to vote for the full $300,000 for today. That'll give them the initial funds to get started. They are raising additional funds as well, and they are doing some in-kind services to support stand-up for this facility as well.
Is the wording of this resolution correct now that we've got everybody here, or do you need to change it?
Dan?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, no, Representative Garrett, we'll need to tweak it a little bit. That was under the prior, the last 24 hours has evolved, as Cynthia said. That was under the prior position where we were going to go ahead and fund the 100 if we and ask the board for the other 200. But having y'all there under one roof is a lot easier, so we can just tweak that, and I'll revise it accordingly so that it's just the full $300,000 request.
Okay. Anyone have a problem with that?
That's good.
Okay. All right, so let's call roll for a vote on the resolution, please, Mr. Secretary.
We typically just have voice vote.
Okay.
Happy to, whatever you prefer.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
And
we
I'll,
say-
and I'll move approval as amended.
Okay, okay.
Second.
I'll offer a second, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so
Greg Whitney.
we have a motion by director and a second by secretary. Any discussion or questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted. Thank you. Mr.
Okay.
Crutchfield, you have another item?
Yes, the second item and final item is the leasing of space for the Innovate Alabama team. As you guys recall, when we started, I was a single person and basically sat with the EDPA team. I think they have grown over time. We have certainly grown over time. We are not relocating out of the facility. We're going to move just across the hallway because we want to maintain the synergy between those two teams. So we're not moving out of the building. We're just essentially expanding the space so that we have adequate space to cover our 11 employees.
How much more space do you have?
Right now,
Yeah.
we have the 6 cubes on this side. We've got 3 people sitting in one, 2 people sitting in one, and we've got a person in a conference room. So when we move over, we'll be able to house, I think is it 11 or 12? So we'll be able to house 12 in that space.
Okay.
Which gets everybody into their own space. We can walk over and look at the space if you'd like. when we're
And
done.
the increased cost would be how much?
The total price is 129,000, what, on an annual, pretty close to that. We're paying on the nature of, I think, $10,000 a month. Is that about right? For this facility.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were able to get the same square footage as we had that EDPA has. So we're kind of running with that
Okay.
number.
And so there's opportunity if Innovate Alabama grows, you can stay there because it's a 3-year contract.
It's a 3-year contract, and what we've requested is the Realtor is planning to move out of the building. If they move, they've given us first right of refusal for the larger space if we need it.
Any other comments or questions? Okay. Is there a motion to adopt the approval of the lease?
So move.
Moved by
Second.
Ms. Somerville. Second, by who?
Abe Harper, sorry.
Dave Harper. Second, any questions or discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, resolution is adopted. Thank you.
That completes our.
That completes our
agenda.
agenda. If
We're ready.
I might just mention to somebody, we had Innovation Day at the State House this past week. I was unable to be there because I was in the middle of the budget process. But Abe Harper and I were able to do an interview on Capital Journal, which I saw last night. Abe did a wonderful job.
The
So you
chairman
should
did an
look that
excellent job.
You can look at APTV or you can go to YouTube and find that. But it was, I thought it was, please, can you tell us about Innovation Day just briefly, just like how it went?
Sure. I'll intro and then I'll turn it over to Hope since she was really the mastermind behind getting it ready. But annually, what we try to do is sort of extend our reach for the legislative members, particularly so that they can have better understanding, close proximity to the work that we do. So we invited founders to really sort of talk through their testimony and what the Innovate Alabama support has done for them in building their companies across the state of Alabama. And then we also invited some of our ecosystem builders, those partners, to talk about how they actually support founders across the state. I think it was very well attended. I'll turn to Hope if you have some additional comments that you'd like to make.
This was really a collaboration between all of our team reaching out to their beneficiaries from each of the programs. So in total, we had about 125 people in attendance. We knew that it was going to be a little lift to get the legislative members there due to the budgets and all of the activity going on, but we did see lots of Senate and House members kind of trickle in. We had 5 presenters that spoke to the crowd, representing very geographic from the state and the programs. I think that was very well represented. And members were very, very proud to have, we had Montgomery, we had Birmingham, we had Dothan, we had Colemanville from Bass Corps, which recently, let's see, Will and Charlie had an expansion through the SSBCI program that had a lot of members that were looking forward to having a tour. So overall, it's pleased. We're looking forward to it again next year. Also, very quickly, I want to say thank you to Chairman Garrett. The budget passed the Senate yesterday. I believe we are waiting on concurrence of the House and then transmit to the governor for her approval and signature. So thank you.
Yep, that's good.
Great.
Yep, yep. The Innovate Alabama requests were fully complied. So that's awesome. I want to
Thanks,
say
Greg.
something too. I want to compliment, this was kind of humorous to me, but we had the Capitol Journal interview about Innovation Day, Innovate Alabama, what it's all about. And we had told Todd Stacy before to make sure you give the website out. And he forgot to do that. We were so engaged in our conversation. He forgot to do that. So we ended up and everybody's, great job, that kind of stuff. And Abe put his hat on and said, by the way, we did not bring that up. So can you add a tagline to the bottom of the screen?
Okay.
So that tagline has been added on the screen, and kudos to Abe for that catch. So
Wow.
any other questions or comments for the good of the group?
Mr. Chairman, I just want to add my thanks to both you and Abe for the interview and also recognizing Innovate's success in the budget this year. I want to specifically recognize and thank you for that as well. So thank you both and thank you, Chairman Garrett.
Thank you. Any other comments? If not, we stand adjourned. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.